Hello, hello, hello. Super excited. I know no one's in here, but this is first time I've been able to stream live on this channel. So that's amazing. I'm going to go ahead and do this live stream because it's very important to me to actually do this stream on the time or actually on the date of the dark moon. I don't know why, but that's super important to me. So I want to go ahead and do that. We're going to look at 4 readings today. One for each suit. They're all going to be Celtic Crosses today, as always. In the about a week to come, I never give specific dates, but I'll go ahead and break down all of the readings over on Grayscale Tarot, my other channel. Put up 4 condensed readings, so you guys will be able to see what's going on with these little cardies down here, and have a visual reference, and also kind of cut out my blabbiness. I love live reading. However, the downside of that is it's not very polished. So, and I don't like wasting your guys' time. Okay. Before we get started, what am I going to say? Well, using a slightly new deck, or using a new deck today, new to me anyway. And it is the Gilded Tarot. It's okay so far. I really like the imagery. Not great with the card stock, but maybe I'll do a review video on it. As always, for the condensed video, I just use the Rider-Waite classic imagery for the on-screen board, so you guys can see what's going on there. But I do like to change up the decks for the live reading. Again, guys, this is going to be a general reading, okay? Anybody who happens in, this is not for anyone in particular. If you resonate with it, go ahead and pick it up. If you don't resonate with it at all, go ahead and just leave it where it lies. What else do I need to say? This is for the dark moon. I have not done a tarot philosophy video or philosophy in tarot video for my timing cycle on when I read. I know it's a little bit odd when it comes to other people. There's a microphone right there. I know a lot of other YouTube readers, they like to do weekends and 48 hours and all this other stuff. I really don't like doing that. I think that a tarot reading should be meaningful and impactful, so it's something you should ruminate on for a while. And I think that kind of a bi-week or a bi-monthly reading, and then also obviously reading on the solstices and equinoxes, is the best way to have a spread, write it down, and then work on this for that extended period of time, which for this reading will be from the dark moon to our next full moon. Okay. And again, today is January 2nd. Fought real hard. I almost did it on the new year, but I'm like, you know what? I got a system. I want to stick with it. So today's the technical date of the dark moon. That's what we're going to do. Talking about just kind of the energy of dark moon versus full moon, guys. Dark moons for me, I guess you could call it practice, but in my estimation, I do use a little bit of masculine, feminine duality. Now, that's not saying that I'm strictly using male, female gender roles and things like that in my ideas, but I do see kind of masculine and feminine energy in everything that I work with. So dark moon is definitely the more masculine of the two. The moon has always been a great symbol of the feminine divine, and this is kind of the absence of that right now. You can call it feminine divine retrograde, kind of. No, just kidding. But so right now it's more of dealing with kind of traditional male things, even though, like I said, they're traditional, doesn't mean they're right. But in my head, this is brass tacks type of stuff. So I tend to focus more on passionate pursuits, which is I see as the wands suit, and the problem solving, which I see as a swords suit. Those are the 2 black suits in the traditional deck of cards nowadays. That doesn't mean that love and money are going to be any weaker. They're just not the ones that I focus on. I generally focus on those on full moons. What else do I need to say? I think I've said everything, guys. Again, not expecting anyone in the live chat, but if I've been surprised before. I did my first reading online for the winter solstice. That's over on my personal channel, which I'll link below in the description once this is all said and done. But I've been kind of battling back and forth on, I do want to keep that channel involved with my personal channel, but I also like the idea of having everything in one place. So I guess I'll play that by ear, see what feels good. Okay, guys, without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Let me go ahead and pull a card to see where we start. Let's go ahead and pull a card. What do we have here? The Star. How about a Minor Arcana? Nope. Cups. Well, it's kind of funny, guys. I got the Star and Temperance. For me, two very kind of lovey cards. And then we ended up going with Cups. So we're going to read Cups first, okay? Again, Celtic Cross. At this point, again, if anybody's watching, now's the time when a lot of tarot readers would call in their divine, call in their source, call for guidance and things like that. I kind of do a lot of that pre-getting on camera, guys. And also mine, as my source or my view of this is all about the subconscious mind. So for me, there's a little bit of less of calling on gods and goddesses and spirit and all of that type of stuff. However, just because I don't do that doesn't mean that you have to follow my method. So if you want to take a moment and go ahead and send up a few words of encouragement to whatever source you believe in, go ahead and do that now. Okay, everyone's welcome. Talking about love. Love. Oh, had a couple pop out on me, but not gonna lie to you guys, that was my mistake. Okay, guys, let's get started here. Center of the Celtic Cross. We have the Eight of Swords in dealing with love. All right, guys. Center of the spread, just kind of, some people call it the heartbeat of the Celtic Cross. Some people just call it the sort, not really a signifier, but what the person getting the reading, which is anybody who resonates with this, is really currently going through. What is the heart of the situation? Eight of Swords talks about being in your head and thinking that you don't have any movement. It's being a prisoner of your own mind. So I actually find this is a negative card, obviously, traditionally, but I find it as a good place to start, especially in a love reading, because, well, there's ways for it to go down from here, but it is probably going to go up. All right, guys. Let's see our next card here, okay? Man, the Tower. All right. Not in a bad position. This goes right underneath for the what I call as you have a top card and a bottom card, kind of the crown, and what I call the basement. Okay. The basement is, where is all of this stuff coming from emotionally, subconsciously, and all of that. I think that you are bound up about this love issue and feeling imprisoned because of some great cataclysm that happened. Okay. Now, this can be anything from a great breakdown of communication, all the way to like a physical catastrophe. Okay, it really just depends. The Tower is very wide ranging. However, something very dramatic happened, something very cataclysmic happened, and it's left you feeling imprisoned, scared, and that's about it, guys. But the good news is that it's all in your mind. Okay. Swords is a air card, so this talks to me a lot about intelligence. Okay, if you can think your way into jail, you can think your way out. All right, guys, let's go ahead and look at that crown card. Major Arcana, the World. Okay, now this is really a thing of beauty. We have these two major arcana cards, one above, one below. We have below the Tower, Great Cataclysm, but above we have that World card, which is basically the "it's going to be okay" card, in the ending of cycles and the um, bringing on of new cycles. So what I see here is, even though there's a lot of stuff going on in the basement, hanging above the head of this situation is this potential for great change. And then again, with the Eight of Swords and the Tower, looks like we're wanting to get away from some stuff. All right, let's go ahead and pull that past card. Past. A lot of major arcana here, guys, is the Moon. All right. Moon for me, in the subconscious, it really has to do with the dark mother, the mother who was never really allowed to be a mother, and who has kind of become a very, very powerful trickster figure. The moon illuminates paths, but they're beset on all sides with deception and scary things barking in the woods. So it's a way out, but it's rife with pitfalls. Seems like to me that in the very recent past, you've been going down a path like this. It did not end well. Okay. It did not end well. It ended with that Tower, which is still harming you and still having you in the this idea of imprisonment, of bondage in your own mind. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and look at future. Oh, this is very nice. A little Page of Pentacles here, guys. So that's going to be an idea. When I see a page in a love reading and a pentacle in a love reading, that's a messenger. Maybe not a very sincere messenger. Probably going to be younger and have very childish ideas about what love is. A pentacle in a love reading to me is this idea of stability in a relationship. Okay, so you're going to have somebody saying, "Hey, here's a offer to possibly have a stable relationship with me." But it might not be, that person might be a little bit childish themselves, very romantic, probably, but also going to have the ability to make you comfortable and to kind of enter into a stable, comfortable situation. All right, guys, I want to pull one card here. This is basically the Sun. What is crossing you? Okay, what's the major issue here? The one thing that's kind of in your way is the Sun. All right. And that's an interesting card to pull in this situation. I'm seeing that from this cataclysmic past, walking down the moon path, you get to the Tower, this huge cataclysm. You still got something out of that. I see the Sun as great boon or a great gift. So I'm thinking in this, and this is just coming to me in the reading as I'm going, is a child. Certainly could be a child. That is keeping you entrapped in the idea of, hey, maybe I need to work with this past issue or past person to rectify for the sake of this thing. Doesn't have to be a child. I'm trying to think of other ideas. Could have been great financial success with this person that you've been dealing with, that's been leading you down the old smoky trail on the moon, or and then brought you to the great cataclysm. Yeah, but there was definitely something that you don't want to part with that you gained from that terrible experience, which is common sometimes. Nothing's ever clear cut. I wish things were more clear cut. I really do. But a lot of times things are sticky. All right. So I'm thinking money or a child would be the thing that would, for most people, would be the thing that's difficult to part with, and that would tie you down and keep you from moving on to this world situation, which is hanging above your head, or receiving messages from this little pagey of Pentacles. You guys, I don't really blame you. Whenever I see pages, I'm like, yeah, are those messages authentic? I think they are authentic, but they're generally childish and not very well thought out. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to kind of work from the base of the Celtic Cross up. I know I pull cards in a little bit of a different style than a lot of people do for the Celtic Cross, but this is the way that works well for me. So what this is really all about, it just mirrors, is the Two of Swords, guys. Okay, that's a blindfolded lady there. I really like this Two of Swords, by the way. Really pretty. But it has to do with the decision, basically indecision, and being blinded. Again, this lady has two weapons. She has two swords, but she doesn't know how to use them. She doesn't know what to do, and that reflects that first card that we pulled at the heartbeat of the Celtic Cross, which is that Eight of Swords, being imprisoned and having this choice to stay in prison or to maybe accept the Page of Pentacles' little offer here. Okay. How do other people see this? That's what I think. In this situation, it might bear. All right, guys, we have another page there. Page of Wands. Okay. I think from the outside, people are seeing this page as, I'm talking about the other page now, the Page of Pentacles, this little guy. I think other people see him as very passionate. You probably see him as very passionate as well. I'm not seeing any sort of reason why you wouldn't. So from outside, it looks like this page really has the, well, let's just say the hots for you. Why not? That doesn't make their offer any stronger, but it's not only the support that and the loving support that they could give you. There's passionate support there as well. I think it would be a steamy little issue. However, still not seeing a lot of substance, guys. All right, but 2 pages are better than 1 in this situation. All right, we got stability and we've got passion. Okay, so we're getting better here. Hopes and fears, guys. Let's talk about hopes and fears real quick. Let's pull a card. Queen of Swords. That makes a lot of sense to me. Got a lot of swords here at the root of this problem. We've got the 8 and we've got the 2. And I think that you fear becoming the Queen of Swords, which is a person who has authority, has lived through a bunch of stuff, is wise, but is also very cold and calculating. They're very intelligent, but that intelligence comes at a cost. Okay. I think that you fear becoming a cold person who's not even able to accept this love that's coming from these 2 little pages right here. All right. And then that's, maybe you think that you're already on that road. You think that you're so damaged from this tower situation, and then plus you have that boon that you're holding on to, I'm guessing child and or money from this old situation, that you just can't, you don't even know if you can really love again. Wow, that's really deep and heavy. Okay, let's look at the outcome. I think really right here, we just need to see what the outcome is going to be. Queen of Pentacles. All right. I'm going to stick with it, guys. I got 2 queens and I got 2 pages here. I'm really seeing, and again, this is male or female. We don't read gender in the tarot. I think that you're not going to be as cold as you think you're going to be. The Queen of Swords is the coldest. The Queen of Pentacles is right underneath her. Okay. When it comes to apathy, the Queen of Swords is queen. Okay. Pentacles is right underneath that. And then you have Wands, which is passionate, but yeah. And then you have the true lover of the queens is the Queen of Cups. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is you are going to take all of the lessons you've learned from this moon and tower past, and take them into this new relationship if you choose to. And you are going to be a little bit cold and distant, but it's not going to be as bad as you think. Okay, I think that you're going to be more of a Queen of Pentacles than you are going to be a Queen of Swords. All right, and I think your interaction with that Page of Pentacles, who is passionate about you, which we're seeing with the Page of Wands, I think that that shows a very stable relationship there. So I would, maybe take a chance on that. It's not the greatest spread I've ever seen, being like, hell yes, do it right here, go. But I think it's a good chance, and I think from coming from the past, um, yeah, it's really like 60-40 for me. 60-40, 60 go for it. 40 is deal with this stuff that you have in the past, but you know, forward progress is really always the best option, in my opinion, for better or worse, guys. Okay. Yeah. Huh. Well, that was an interesting one. Good one to start on, I think. Again, like I said, dark moon energy is a lot about handling business. Okay. And I think that there's a lot of business to handle in that spread there. All right, guys. Shuffle up here. Draw a card to tell us what we're going to do next. Cuppy. We're not going to do that. We just did it. Wands. Wands it is. All right, guys. When we're thinking about wands, we're thinking about passionate pursuits. All right. A lot of times people ask me, like, are wands about love? They certainly can be, guys, but this is passion. Okay. They're more lusty than cups are. And it's broader. Okay. So this could be anything you're passionate about. Art is another big one. If you're an artist or you're thinking about doing something artistic, going out on a new adventure, if you're thinking about moving, things like that, something that you're really passionate about that may or may not make you money, may or may not result in love with another person, just something that is kind of in your mind that you just really feel a burning in your heart to do. That's what we're talking about here. Okay. So if you want to get a situation like that in your head as I shuffle up here, we'll talk about it. Okay, guys, cut it up here. All right, guys, heartbeat of the passionate pursuit spread. The devil. Major arcana. I know a lot of people beat up the devil. Okay, they do. But I'm actually a bit of a friend of the devil. Okay. That being said, the devil's a tricky guy to work with. So when we see the devil card, the devil energy, it's a lot about it is a very passionate card, guys, very, very passionate, but it's an addictive card as well. Okay. So this is a lot like what I akin this to, and again, with the addiction type thing is, let's say that you turn 21 and you start drinking, right? And it's working out great. It's like, you love drinking and you're not getting in any trouble with it. Everything's working out awesome. It's helping you out. Maybe you're a writer, like in the dark writer, Edgar Allan Poe type of person. This is just coming to me for no reason. But and it's helping you with your writing and things like that. But then all of a sudden you start to become addicted and dependent, and all of a sudden it's not fun anymore. And then you don't even realize until you're all the way down that path that, hey man, I'm addicted to this thing or this person or this situation. And what was once fun and giving me strength is now not fun and being a parasite. So that's the bad side of the devil. The good side of the devil that people never talk about is that it's fun as hell. Okay. Sometimes you just need those experiences. I work in the death care industry. I'm a funeral director intern in my state of residence. And I always, whenever I see, deceased people, the thought always is like in my head, like if they could do one more thing, if they could get off that table and do one more thing, what would it be? And in my mind, I'm like, I bet I know what it's not. I bet they don't want to have one more day drinking coffee at the house and reading the newspaper. No, man, they want that night where they were out salsa dancing with that beautiful stranger. They want that, that thing that was an imaginative spark. And we need these sparks. We need these devilish encounters. We need this indulgence in order to fuel us later on. Yes, there's a lot of mistakes made with it. Yes, there's addiction associated with it. But if you can pull through, it's a very good thing. Okay. So right now I'm seeing a person in that situation. Okay. I don't know where they're at in that situation. They could be experiencing that fun, good side of the devil, or they could be experiencing that addiction and parasitism. Parasitism? That's not a word. The devil is a parasite. Okay. We're going to find out what's beneath this. Okay. What's in the basement, guys? Showed up for the second time today. Eight of Swords. This is almost like the devil of the sword suit. Okay. This is an addictive personality, what I see with the devil. And then in the basement is this idea that you cannot break free from it. You can, it's all in your head, but that is not great with the devil energy because that kind of really shows an addictive personality. Okay. So passionate pursuit, got to go back to it. Devil is probably the most passionate damn card in the deck, I would say, for Wands energy purposes. But below, I'm seeing a very addictive personality. So if you go on this situation, you're going to want to be real damn careful, guys. Real careful. Okay? I'm going to pull the Crown. Page Pens. So a money idea, guys. When I'm reading in Wands, I see a money idea. Okay. When I see a pentacle. And again, very childish. So it's not a great idea, but it does have a lot of spunk. And it might be something that's driving you in this kind of devilish personality. In your devilish pursuit. Let's put it that way. I need a little clarification on that. Let's look at the past real quick. Looking at the past. Temperance. Oh, dude, seeing a lot of things. Devil and temperance are always side by side. Okay. Temperance is all seen as an angel. So this means that this is a thing that you have recently gotten into. This pursuit, this passionate thing has been kind of a rebellious nature type of thing. You were vehemently against whatever it is you are now doing in the past. But you kind of broke bad in a certain sense. Okay. Page of Pens is hanging up there. Basically, there's money involved somehow, and it's a childish and immature viewpoint of money. Guys, okay. Whew. All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and pull Future. Knight of Pentacles. All right, a lot of Pentacles energy. So that's charging forward in a pursuit of money. Again, I'm seeing a lot of, I know this is a passionate pursuit, but I'm seeing that the money is involved here somehow. So this, you're going to be making or attempting to make a lot of money in the future. It's kind of an evolution, a natural evolution of that Page of Pentacles. And for my little cross part, let's just let's go ahead and pull what's crossing you. Your biggest issue is the Magician. Magician, guys, is one of my favorite cards in the tarot. I mean, I know we're not supposed to have favorites, but everybody does. So the Magician might be my favorite card. And what this is a creator. Okay, someone who is very loves to create. It is their job to create. And that's the only thing that makes them happy. I'm thinking that this energy is driving that devil energy too. So this is a very creative person. And, you know, the Edgar Allan Poe thing, like the crazy artist, you know, another one that comes to mind. I can't think of a name right now, but there's another one in my head. I'm sure I'll get back to it later. But I think that creativity is driving this forward, and you're using things that are helping you now but could be very, very addictive. You're playing with fire. All right. You're thinking, you're charging hard with this knight. You're thinking that money might be involved later on. And you've got this idea above you of this kind of this childish idea of money. We're going to see what happens here, guys. Let's look at what this is really all about. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Let me get a little sipperoo here, guys. So whenever we see a queen, we're looking at a very influential person. I'm thinking here it could be a couple of things. It could be a parent or someone that you very, very much respect, who has believed in you. And I think that you had a really good teacher who suggested that your creative pursuits are worth something. And I think that in addition to doing it for yourself, you're doing it for them. All right. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all. We've all had great mentors and teachers and people who've inspired us, whether that's inside of our family, inside of ourselves, even just this little part of you that's always been with you, that's been like, you can do it, create, do more. It's a good thing to nurture those people and those parts of ourselves. So that's a very positive side of the staff here. All right, guys. How do people outside of this situation see it? 7 Wands. Okay. So they're seeing you as being a very passionate person. This is what I call the hero card. So this is and you're on this journey. You're committed. Let's put it that way. You are committed to charging forward with this Knight of Pentacles energy. And by God, hell or high water, it's going to happen. Okay. And you're doing it, like I said, for yourself and for this creative ethos. The Magician and the Queen are both really passionate and just drive for creation. All right, we're going to see a hope or fear. Hope or fear. 9 Swords. 9 Swords, guys, is the anxiety card. I think that you fear anxiety. You create in order to get away from anxiety. It's your release, it's your outlet. And your fear is that it will overtake you. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, if that fear overtakes you, the devil is going to go right to that parasitic side. These things that you're doing to fuel your creativity are going to eat you up if you give into that anxiety. Good news is you found a way to handle that anxiety in this creative issue, okay, in this creative thing that you're doing, in this pursuit with this Magician card. That's at the center of the spread. I know it's crossing you, but it's a double-sided sword here. I think that you're really, even though it's crossing you, it's still a great tool that you have. And it's your tool against anxiety. It's your tool for paying respect and homage to those people in your past that have told you that you are worth it and that your creative pursuits are worth it. All right, guys. Last card. All right, last card. I'm pulling for you on this one, guy. I see a lot of me in this spread. So when I see a lot of me, I kindred spirit. You know what I mean? So outcome. Damn. 5 pence. Okay. I know that's a kick in the face, but let me help you out a little bit here. All right, guys. Here's what I'm going to say to help you out. This person that this person or part of yourself that you are doing this for, this person that showed you that you can do it, they don't give a shit about money, guys. Okay? They're going to be proud of you no matter what. As long as you keep going with this Magician, you keep hard charging, you keep the devil at bay, this person right here, whether that's inside of you or someone else in your past, they're going to be proud of you. Okay? So maybe there's not a lot of money in the future, even though that's what you are hard charging for. Even that's what hangs above the spread in the crown. Maybe it's not there, but the passion is what matters. All right. What you've got to do is continue to fight anxiety and keep a good relationship with the devil. Okay. Because we don't want this devil starting to munchy you. It's a good business partner. It's a good thing. It's going to keep you creative and it's going to drive you. But at the end of the day, devil cares about devil. That's it. Okay. But stay creative. Okay. That's in the center. I know it's crossing you, but it's also your best weapon. All right. Yeah, guys. Yeah. Okay. Guys, I have to take a restroom break. All right. Before I do, let's pull a card real quick. We're going to talk about problem solving next. Okay. Be right back. All right, guys. Problem solving is up next. We're talking about problem solvings where this is the Suit of Swords. This can be a physical problem that you're having with someone. This can be an intellectual problem that you're having with yourself. Any sort of problem that you're having, something you need to get past, an obstacle in your way. This is what that's for. It's what swords are good at. If you see a sword as a machete cutting its way through a path, that's what they're good at. There's a lot of negative association with swords in the tarot for good reason, but they do have their purpose, and we're going to see what that purpose is. A lot of people ask me why I shuffle the way I do. I used to work in a casino for a minute, and now I can't shuffle any other way. I feel bad if I do, so. Riffle, strife, riffle. All right, guys. Problem solving. Again, get that problem in your head. What's this obstacle that you want to get past? We're talking about being cunning, calculating, intelligent. Heartbeat. Oh, heartbreak. Right in the middle of the damn spread, okay? You've definitely went through some heartbreak. You've definitely got a problem. But we knew that, didn't we? I hate it when I do that. The tarot just told you exactly what I told you, okay? So, well, I guess we can move on. We got a crap ton more cards here. Let's see what's underneath everything. What's in the basement? What's driving everything here? Hanged Man. Definitely another problem card. Major Arcana. Means an intense state of confusion. The silver lining on the Hangman, though, is that you get new perspectives. Okay. You get to see things that you wouldn't normally see if you hadn't tripped and fell and got hung up here. All right. So definitely seeing a problem, heartache, heartbreak, your achy, breaky heart. It's got you in confusion all down below in your subconscious. I don't think I'm telling you anything that you don't know. And that's definitely what this spread is designed to fight. Okay. So in an odd way, we're in a good position. Although I'm sorry about what's going on. Okay. It's above this. What's hanging above us? Here we go. Beautiful. Three Cups. Community card for me. Okay. Means that you've got friends, family, relatives, a good support structure that is above you, and I think that you might be neglecting them a little bit because of all this pain you're in right now. Okay. But they are hanging above you. They do crown this spread. They are there. And I think that with most families, they're a little bit forgiving when they realize if they're aware of the pain that you're in, um, they're going to give you a chance to heal and work on you for a little bit. Word of caution: if they don't know if you're in pain, if you're a guy like me who never asks for like help or tells people what they're going through, you don't want to alienate these people that you have on your side already. Okay, so you're going to want to communicate with them, even though that's completely against what you want to do sometimes. If you're a person who's great with communicating with people, great with communicating with your support structure, that's awesome. Continue to do that. And hopefully these next cards will kind of give us some clues on how to heal this problem that we have with these two guys right here. Okay. All right, guys. Next up, let's look at the past. 10 Cups. Okay. Makes sense that that's in the past for this situation. Okay. You were there. You had the happiness. This is the little, this is what I call the everything in the dog card, right? Um, you had everything you wanted and even a little more. And then something happened and heartbreak ensued. You got hung up, and that's where we're at right now. Makes sense. Makes sense. This is a hard reading, folks. It's always challenging because it makes us look at the stuff that's hurting us. I know that's uncomfortable, but if you are checking out this in the post, either over on Grayscale in the condensed version or looking at this entire thing, and thanks for hanging with me because this is definitely a difficult thing to do. Okay, let's look at the future. Come on, future. Okay, not great. 5 Wands. 5 Wands says that there's going to be some battling that's going to need to happen. Um, just here's my thing: don't let it be with these folks. Okay, we want to avoid this at all costs, and that's why I say use your communication, use your words, and let people know what's going on. Okay, because the fight, you're going to have to fight to get back on top, guys. In order to regain your 10 Cups, you're going to have to fight to get it back in some sense or the other. But we want this fight to be with the right people. Okay. Do not let it be with your support structure. All right. These are the people who are behind you. You got to know who they are. Treat them accordingly. What's crossing you guys? What's crossing you? Strength. Having a problem with strength. Okay. You're not feeling that you can handle it at the moment. Not great. Guys, I'm sorry. All right. I hate being sorry for tarot reads, but I'm a person who will not sugarcoat, and I'm seeing a bad situation here. This is the most positive thing we have going for us right here so far. Okay. I know I've said it a million times, but rely on your support structure to heal. Okay. Okay, guys. What's this really all about? 8 of Pens. Looks like this all came about because you tried something new. Could be school, could be a new job. You took a risk on learning something new. This could be learning about a new person. But that's definitely what got you into this situation. Okay. I hope it was worth it. And sometimes, guys, all this stuff in the past is worth it for this new thing that you have. All right. I hope it is. For you, I hope it is. However, people on the outside are seeing the Queen of Cups. So they're seeing you as a very loving person who has a lot of authority, not so much authority, I guess, but a lot of influence on people. And they see that you have a good heart. They see that, yeah, just what I said, guys. I really can't put much more of a spin on it than that. But they're seeing that you are a good person. So there is that. Again, it's probably a lot of what these folks are seeing about you, your support structure. I don't think I never do this, but I'm going to pull a clarification card outside of the spread. Okay. Specifically, what I'm looking for is how cut off you are, how isolated you are. 9 swords. Okay. I'm going to throw that here. 9 swords, guys. So that's telling me that you're very anxiety ridden. But at least it wasn't the 8. Okay. What I hate to see in these situations are people who are keeping to themselves too much. There's a lot of anxiety there, but that doesn't mean that you're keeping to yourself too much. Okay. Again, keep with your support structure. All right, guys, back to the spread at large. Popped right out there. 6 cups in the position of hopes and fears. It's definitely a hope for you guys. You're hoping to pull out of this and grow in the department that you have lost. I don't blame you. Yeah, healing is going to be big here. And guys, last card for outcome. Okay, the world, guys. All right. So this cycle is definitely going to end, and for you, I think it's going to end for the better. It's going to get better with this world card. However, I'm seeing a lot of struggle here. Said it through the entire spread. Going to say it one more time. Stick with your support structure. Okay, these are the people who are going to help you out. All right, guys. Wow. Well, it is dark moon energy. It's a lot of no bullshit. It's a lot of I don't care about your feelings type of energy. Okay. Just going to go ahead and put this one away. All right, guys. Last but not least, we have coins, right? Talk about money pursuits, how things are going in the business life. It's always kind of a fun one. All right, guys. Thinking about money, thinking about those pursuits that could earn you some coin. Oh, we got the star at the heart. That's not bad. Star at the heart, guys. That means that you see something. You see something far away in that sky that's going to lead you to great potential. Great place to start in a money spread. Okay. Also, lead you back home. Another big thing with the star. Okay. In the basement, we got the High Priestess. High Priestess, another major arcana card. High Priestess is very much like the Magician in my estimation, however, a little wiser, okay? A little more innate energy of knowing who they are. Less showy, less flashy, but definitely has just as much tremendous power. So, I see you got a good battery pack in the basement. I see that you have creative intuition, know what you need to do, and also are pretty okay with yourself in being honest about that. What's hanging above your head, guys? Lovers. Okay. It could be a power couple situation, guys. Definitely, I see that it's going to be one of two ways. It could be a lover that's going to actually help you make money, or it could be a lover that's going to distract you from making money. Okay. Whenever we see something on the crown of the spread, that means it's hanging above the entire situation. And it can often be kind of a swinging blade, if you know what I mean. So, good news is we have some more cards to pull. But that's good potential. I mean, anytime you can throw a little bit of lover's action in there, major arcana, I'm not mad at it. And that means it's hanging above the entire situation, and it is an option. And guys, money's not everything. So if this little lover here is worth it, but they are not leading you to money, maybe that's the better decision. All right, we're going to find out. What about past? 6 cups. 6 cups, you've been growing in the past. It's very possible that you could already be with this lover. And you're very seated well in your whole lovey situation, which is a good thing for money. We need a good base when we're trying to go out and get money. It goes back to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. If you're a psychology guy like me, it's really hard to go out and make money in the physical world and work with stuff outside of yourself unless you have a really good basis. One of those things is community and loving, and you have to be loved in order to do anything else. You have to have a good sense of love. I'm seeing right here pretty much all positive stuff, guys, meaning that you have a good base to go and make money. All right. In the future, 5 of Wands, which makes complete sense to me. Not a great future card. This is the second time this has shown up in this location tonight. This means that you're going to have to battle to make that money, but I see that you're more than well equipped to do that. You got that High Priestess in the basement. Call her your little battery pack. Okay, she's the one who's driving everything that you're thinking about. You've got this star energy as yourself, meaning that you're willing to go on a journey. You're willing to, you see it. You're ready to go, and you're willing to trudge through this battle in order to get there. Okay, let's see what's crossing you. Second time today. Devil. Just as I said it, this is an addictive personality. Also, there's a good and bad sides of the devil. I'm going to give a little speech again. A lot of people just see the devil as a negative card having to deal with addiction and enslavement. But I also see the other side of the devil as a very passionate card and with a lot of fun involved. Now, whenever I see the devil and lovers right next to each other, that's a fun relationship, guys. I don't want to be vulgar, but I'm guessing that the life in between the sheets isn't too bad on you, and I'm guessing that you're having a lot of fun. This is going to distract you. So these two, this great relationship that I feel you have going on, or has been in your very near future, if you don't, I think it's going on, to tell you the truth. That could be a distraction from this battle, though. Okay, so if you want to move forward, you're going to have to control this. You're going to have to control that passion. All right, with this lover. Maybe I can't tell if this lover is good or bad for your money pursuit yet, but I can tell that they're definitely in the mix and definitely involved. And I'm seeing associations. Jesus, let's just take these 3 here. This is what's in your basement. This is what's crossing you. And this one right here is what's going on above. So yeah, that's very passionate, very fun right there. Hot and heavy. Hot and heavy. All right, guys. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is in the position of what this is really going all about. And again, second time that this queen has showed up in this position. I'm really going to read it the same way. You've had a lot of good teachers in the past, or maybe one specific good one that there's somebody that is telling you, hey, you can do this, that are very passionate for you, or this could be a part of yourself that's very, very passionate. Okay. It's this part of yourself, this drive to say, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. That's making you real damn attractive for one, and that's probably the reason that you're in this hot spicy relationship right now, or have the potential to be at the very very least. Man, if there's no lover in the situation right now, if this is just hovering above and it's not actually materializing at this moment as we're speaking, I feel very very lucky for the guy, gal, whomever that falls into this, because that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not seeing any really money centric cards in this money reading yet. Which shows that there's a lot of potential, but not a lot of movement on the money front. But we got a few cards to pull yet. Let's see how people are looking at it from the outside. Wounded Warrior, 9 of Wands. Yeah, they're seeing you as a person with a lot of integrity, a lot of passion, a lot of moving forward. You don't have, you're going to fight until you don't need to fight anymore. I like for better or worse now, for better or worse. Okay. Sometimes it's better to cut and run, but this old boy, he don't do that. All right. And I'm thinking that that's probably a lot of your energy. You're going to go into the fight in the future with this energy. I can't say you're going to win, but I'm going to say that the other guy's not going to look very good at the end of it, win or lose. Okay. Hopes or fears? Let's just take a little look at hopes or fears. Oh, the sun. Well, you're definitely hoping for money. You're hoping for a big boon, a big gift. It might be one of those situations where it's a hope and a fear. You don't even know what the hell you would do if you got it, which makes sense here. I'm not seeing that you have a lot of money now. I'm really not. All of the assets that you have right now are with your drive and with your passion. Please, please just look. Like I said, the devil, I don't beat him up as bad as other people do, but I do want to be honest about the fact that it is very addictive. Okay. The devil's got a lot of power, but it tastes real damn good. Okay. So be careful on that. All right. And if it's connected to this person that's crowning this spread, this lover, be careful. All right, guys, outcome. There we go. Couldn't ask for a better card right there. 7 pins. Okay. Money tree, faith coming to fruition, guys. I think that number one, you are faithful that you're going to make money. You believe in yourself, you believe in your drive, and you have this little Queen of Wands energy down there. So other people, I think, having stilled that in your head and it's stuck in your head, I think you have great potential to make money here. The bad news on this spread is I don't see anything specific. I don't see like any specifics on what exactly you should do to go into it. The best thing that I can tell you is that if you see an opportunity to make money that has conflict, I see that you're pretty equipped to go into that fight and be okay and come out making money. Okay. So that's the best that I have for you on what specifically to do. And again, it's a general reading, so I can't really probe and ask more questions. But I think that, yeah, I think that you're equipped to go ahead and fight. And I think you're going to win. Really, just everything that I'm seeing here. And you've got a good history. You've got a good past. So you've got a past of love and growth in the cups department, which makes me feel that you just know you deserve this. And you probably want to get back here. I'm seeing this as kind of a childhood. I'm thinking that if you didn't have the best childhood in the world, I don't know. I'm not pulling any more cards. I hate pulling more cards than I have to. But I'm thinking that there were definitely good aspects of your childhood, probably associated with this Queen of Wands, that really instilled this drive in you. Only negative thing, like I said, I'll reiterate it one more time, even if it can be considered a negative thing, is the lovers and the passion. I don't know how the lover is working in here. I don't know if it's a lover that you currently have or something that could put the kibosh on the entire situation for money. You're going to have to go ahead and figure that part out for me or for yourself. And then the devil, guys, is again, is just avoiding addiction. This could be a very addictive person that you're with or will be with. And that could, if you're really wanting this money pursuit, they could divert you Best case scenario is that there's a lot of passion with this person and they are also very money minded as well. And it's like a power couple situation. Okay. Where you guys are going to go through all of this together and get to that money tree, fruition of money. Okay. All right, guys. I like it. I definitely do. Beautiful. All right. Well, that is it, guys. That is the entire read. Well, all 4 of them there. Glad I got to do Celtic Cross today. I like Celtic Cross a lot. Classic, you know. What do you need to know? Well, next full moon. That'll be my next readings, guys. Again, I'm going to break all these down, do condensed versions of them with spread up on the screen so you can see that. That'll be over on Grayscale Tarot. I'll have all of those linked to this video. And this is on Grayscale Tarot too, I guess. Sorry, I'm used to shooting everything else on my other channel. Again, if you were wanting to see the winter solstice reading, you know, the reading designed to go through the entire season all the way up to the spring equinox, go ahead over to my personal channel, take a look at that. There were 4 readings there, very similar to these. However, I did a key spread instead of a Celtic Cross. Been fun, guys. What time do we have? All right, yeah, that wasn't about an hour. Okay. Well, thanks, guys. I know that no one's in here right now, but if you're seeing this in the future, I appreciate it. And from Lee here at Grayscale, bye now.